Hi, you found Learning to Surf, where I analyze my surfing to help you with yours. I'm Nathaniel Fife, and I'm happy to be back after a long break without posting any videos. Technical difficulties have kept me from being able to have anything to post, but I've got it all sorted out and I'm going to start posting it again. Since it's been so long since I posted, I thought it'd be good to take a look at where I'm at and where I need to improve the most. I'll be looking at three main areas: catching waves, initiating the ride, and riding waves. So without further ado, let's get into it. Catching waves, I think, comprises positioning, wave selection, and paddling. My positioning isn't great. For beach breaks, you really have to be patient and observe where the waves happen to be breaking that session. And I tend to get impatient. I end up getting too far out or too far in, or wherever. Lots of times I'm too far in and I end up missing the set waves. I'm doing better than I was before, but still need to improve. I did end up having a fair number of ride waves here where I ended up at the perfect spot though. Wave selection is tough too. This day it was a bit choppy, which makes it hard to know which waves to go for. What continues to be a challenge is if I'm sitting kind of a bit too far inside on the sandbar and I end up going for waves that look like they're gonna break, but as they pass over the sandbar, they just don't end up breaking. My paddling for the waves seems to have improved. I'm digging deeper and I'm paddling stronger. Looking at these videos, I see that I kick my legs, which doesn't help at all on a longboard or like an 8-foot board. Also, you can see I'm swinging my right leg around, and so I need to keep my legs and my body still, and that's gonna help me out. My surf instructor, Tony Silvani, also pointed this out too. So I need to just stop it. Another thing about paddling that I learned from my lessons with Tony is that I was starting my paddling too soon. So I try real hard to catch the wave, and I think I need to start paddling soon so I get the speed. But I would start paddling and Tony would be like, not yet, not yet, not yet. And then I'd end up making waves better and stuff when I'd listen to him and not paddle so soon. Paddling too soon, it makes me get out of position, and even if while I'm paddling I'm trying to look around, it kind of messes me up, and I miss seeing last second developments in the wave that I should react to in order to have a better ride. Next is initiating the ride. I think this comprises of popping up and taking off. My pop-up can get better, but I don't think that it's really holding me back so much. It seems pretty good. I still sometimes look down at my hands when I pop up, but if I consistently remember to look to the lip when I'm popping up, then it looks pretty good actually. Another thing is that sometimes I pop up too far forward or too much on my front foot, especially when I ride my 9-foot board. When I do this, it tends to dig the nose in, especially if it's more steeper or more curved wave. And if I don't remember to really plant my hands further towards my hips and pop up further back on the board, then I end up just digging the nose every time. Also, it helps if I'm further back to get a strong bottom turn. My takeoff is usually good if I'm looking to the lip, and as I'm popping up, I get that board turning down the line. My takeoff on backside waves is a lot weaker. I need to get popped up and really rotating my hips to try to face or get more looking towards the wave face. The big thing about my takeoff is I really need to focus on staying connected to that face and going down the line. Last is riding the wave. This is, trimming, carving, bottom and top turns, and cutbacks. There's a lot more to that, but at my level, those are really the things that I think I need to focus on. I'm really inconsistent with this. Sometimes things just come together, and other times I just, feel like I'm, don't know what to do, or I'm just like really lost. So my goal in riding the wave is to stay connected to the power source of the wave and to ride rail to rail, going from the bottom to the top of the wave. Then also to try to move on the board, to move to the back, to the tail, to carve, and to the nose to really trim and get speed. My bottom turns are okay. My top turns are pretty bad a lot of the times. I need to keep my weight back and think of jumping up to the top of the wave. And by the time I've landed there at the top of the wave, I need to be already like turned and looking and leaning to go back down. When I do this, it works out pretty good, but lots of times instead I wait until I'm like up at the top and then I try to start turning back down, but there I lose my balance or I lose the wave. Often on these weak waves, I get ahead of the wave and then I need to initiate like a cutback to get back to the power source, but I'm usually too late when I start thinking about it, and I've lost my speed, and then I just don't have much experience with doing cutbacks because I tend to always get on them too late. So I need to work on that. There's a lot of things to improve on. I've been surfing for 6 years now, and I feel I should be better than I am. It's easy to get discouraged, but it's important that I stay positive and that I celebrate these incremental improvements. So like for instance here on this wave, I'm really proud that I was able to stay with the wave and I was able to position and pull right into this tiny little barrel here. Next time, I got to get tighter and smaller, and I'll actually get in that barrel even if it's tiny. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out. I'll send you off with the full highlights from the session. Have fun and keep it real.